Hi, I'm Anthony, VP of Global Operations for FindQo.ie, Ireland's freshest property rental platform. What I want to do today is give you some insight into our product and take you on a tour of our web and mobile offerings. So let's jump into it. FindQo.ie is a revolutionized product which is coming to market. It has been developed by 31 expert software developers and engineers, and they have been innovating on this product for the last number of months. We have the backing of a very prestigious software development company, which is Dev Centre House Ireland, and they have brought 50 plus web and mobile applications to market, and with that bring a wealth of experience and a wealth of knowledge to our endeavour. What we aim to do is to empower tenants, agents and landlords, and through our app and through our platform, this is what is achievable. We have basically tailor-made this product specifically to agents who have provided a lot of feedback to experiences that they have had when it comes to tenants and when it comes to properties and advertising. And we've tried to compile all this into a very professional app which is clean and crisp. The types of properties that are available on our platform are residential, commercial, and share, which is rent a room. But we do have other capabilities there. So I invite you to have a browse through our platform, whether it be our web or mobile app, and to basically see what is available in regards to advertising. When it comes to cost, we won't be beating. We've basically tailor-made our costs to ensure that they are, number one, affordable, and number two, below the market average. So as you can see on screen, we have a standard version and we have a featured version. And when weighed against our competitors, we are relatively cheaper. And the reason for that is to ensure this is fully accessible to anybody that wishes to use the platform. Our ads are also inclusive of VAT, which is an added bonus, which means that there are no hidden costs. The other benefit to FindQo is Tenant In. Tenant In is another product that's coming to market, and it's tailored specifically to tenants. And with that comes a range of features which are kind of embedded hand in hand with FindQo. So what that entails is a shareable Tenant In profile URL, which is shared with the agent, and the agent can then see the bio, personal information, and rental information regarding the tenant that is applying. So I'll give a full history and a full synopsis as to who they are and their previous experience. So with that, let's jump into a guided tour. Over to you, Tuan.
Hey, my name is Tuana Daniel. I'm the Chief Technology Officer here for FindQo. So I'm going to do a quick high-level tour of what is FindQo is all about, and just going over some of the key fundamentals. So FindQo is one of the freshest new platform for us here in Ireland, where we provide a solution for the rental market. The platform is designed primarily onto solving key problem when it comes to property rental. This goes for if renting residential properties, things like apartment houses, student accommodations, holiday homes, or parking. Commercials, so we have office space, serviced offices, retail units, and so on. And then share, which is basically covering if renting a room. So following these three pillars, the core focus of the platform is primarily to focus on that only. The FindQo user experience is engineered utilizing some of the best, latest technology stacks. It is completely redeveloped and redesigned with 100% user focus. Also given full flexibility on the website responsiveness across different devices. But of course, we also have a native mobile application. So you can install also the iPhone and Android app from the Google Play Store and App Store. Scrolling down here, let's continue to the website. You have some easy access, latest properties for rent and rent sharing here. So as we go through here, you can toggle between these. You also have shortcuts across the head, across these each areas. Once looking into that, then you go into click on view properties. With that, you now get listed by this fine-tuned user experience that gives you a very easy access onto the property listings on the right, and also the filtering. The filtering is the core component that you can pretty much filter by specific areas that you want. So if I'm interested in, let's say, Dublin only, so filter by Dublin, and then breaking down into all the areas within Dublin. You can filter by pretty much anything. So for instance, if you are looking for pets allowed, you want properties with pets only, you can filter through by that, and this will just filter accordingly. So with that, you have things like other filters mechanism that you could do, and this is something that engineered with that in mind. What else FindQo bring to the table is once you're clicking inside within a property here, so clicking also here, so this is a 5-bedroom house for rent in Dublin, you will have very easy access through the image gallery. You can also then flip through this way, just give us like a really nice user experience when viewing properties. You of course have the map, you have access to see the video tour of this particular property rented for rent. And most importantly is something that is very unique that FindQo brings to the table is to how do we make inquiries. We understand as the pain point of landlords and agencies that get hundreds of thousands of requests across the different properties that's listed. So specifically want to make sure that we added integration with another platform called Tenant.in. What that is, basically it allows the tenant, when they do make an inquiry, they must provide their Tenant.in profile, which ultimately it gives a very detailed information about this particular person. So what tenant is let's have a look at that in a quick case. So when an agency or a landlord receives an inquiry, they will receive the person's Tenant.in profile account, which has pretty much a photo of this person, their information like their full name, email address, phone number. It has key importance, their rental history, current employment, and personal information. So all of that data will be provided to the person who have submitted the property, and giving that information at hand, things like social media links, all the relevant information that is really important for both the tenant and for the landlord. And from the tenant perspective, to make sure that they are really stand out, they provide all the relevant information. Transparency is key. And from a landlord perspective, when they receive 500 plus inquiries in one property, they will now get a curated list of these list of profiles, which will then help with strengthening of the application. In addition to that, as landlords or as agents, to post an ad has never been easier. We have engineered the place an ad process, making it extremely simple for the user. They will start by adding the location, then they adding the price. Next up, they adding their detailed information. Then we go into the amenities. And we have added draft ads. So along the way, anywhere you stop here, this will be saved. Then photos, and then the pricing tier. And if you could see submission this process, how simple it is. So I just published this ad. As we could see that this ad is now listed for. So the placement of the ads is really as simple as that. That we can go ahead and publish ads within the site, and more so about just overall user experience, and making sure that that FindQo as a platform can function very well with fully integrated with Tenant.in. So I mentioned earlier Tenant.in, just for a little bit more insight. What is Tenant.in? So Tenant.in is a standalone web portal where allows the tenants to create their account and provide all the information like they would do in any other account type. So earlier we looked at this, which has the full history link URL that they will share with the landlord. This is how the homepage will look like, but let's just kind of go through the Tenant.in experience. So this is a separate portal which has been integrated into FindQo. So within that, once I've created my account, I can now add my rental history, personal information, and current employment. Adding that is very straightforward. You simply go in here and add your current rental history. If it's your current address, you list it here. Then goes back into here. Your personal information, you add things like your marital status. Do you have pets? Do you smoke? How many kids do you have? Your social media links. These things are important, and your profile picture. So you provide the complete transparency to the landlord, and then your employment. What we're interested in here is to have your current employment, which is super important for the landlord, and your salary range into what salary range there is your gross income. So all that information then will be securely shared directly within FindQo, and then that will really strengthen up your application as a potential tenant. So with that, this was a very high level overview of FindQo and the integration that it makes with Tenant-In. With that, thank you.
Thanks, Tuana. With that, join FindQo today. The first 3 sign-ups get 3 months ad placement for free. Limited to only 3 companies, and it's on a first come, first served basis. So if you need help with your current listings to be imported to FindQo, reach out to us at hello@FindQo.ie and let's talk.